Bring it a blazing.
NCAA Atlantic Region Coach of the Year, Nick Bias. How are you?
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Glad to have you join us for this edition of Discover UC.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Good. How's your semester going?
Going well. Busy.
Yeah. Busy time of year,
Busy.
huh?
Indoor and outdoor track. Keep me on the hop. So yeah.
All right. Well, let's get rolling here. So, how long have you been here at UC now?
So this is my 9th year here now at UC. I was hired in January of 2014 by Dr. Stevens, and so going strong, 9 years in. So.
Great. So what was your journey, since you kind of started to get into coaching till landing here?
So I started out, I was a public school teacher in Boone County schools for 7 years, and was teaching over there and coaching, and was really enjoying the high school ranks of cross country and track and field, but this job came open in January of 2014, and there was a women's program in place, but no men's program. And so that's when I interviewed and was able to get the position of starting up the men's program. And about 4 years ago, I took over the women's program as well. So now I'm head coach for both men and women's cross country and track and field. So, but
Gotcha.
Definitely started out in education was my background. So.
Okay, so you coach both men and women. You're probably one of the few coaches at UC that does that. So what do you enjoy about that?
Yeah.
And also, what are some of the challenges?
Yeah, so what's good about that is I get to obviously be around more individuals, more people, but I think the difference, what I enjoy about coaching men and women is it's a different dynamic. You can't necessarily coach men and women the same way, in my opinion. They both have their benefits, but also too, I'm able to reach out to more kids and help more kids. And I think having been able to coach the men and the women, they feed off one another. And I think that's something that's really good with why we've had success too is they know that we're all in this together, men and women, and they're all teammates. And something that's a little bit different than maybe if it's just a male or female team is that they can always they're all teammates and to one degree. So I think that's been something that I've really enjoyed.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
So you have a pretty large roster when you combine cross country and track and field and men and women. So tell us a little bit about some of the makeup of your squads. What are some kind of interesting places that your student athletes are from and interesting things that they're studying at UC?
We're definitely diverse. We have 11 different countries on our team.
Wow.
13 different states I think we're from. So that's something that I have worked on during my tenure here is just creating diversity with the athletes. When I was in college running at Concord, we had people from about 2 or 3 different countries, and I always thought that was really just neat, learning from their different backgrounds and environment that they came from. And I think I took a lot from that. So that's something that I really wanted to do as well when I became coach here is make us more diverse. We have around 90 athletes on our team. So that's something that I really pride ourselves on, is being diverse and from different countries and backgrounds.
What are some of the most rewarding things is kind of being a coach and having such a high bar that you're setting for yourself and your student athletes, and what are the things that keep you up at night?
Yeah. So our sport is very much time-based, mark-based. So there's really no ifs, ands, or buts if they are getting better or whatnot there. If what's rewarding is when you see them coming as a freshman and they come in with a certain time frame or maybe a certain immaturity about themselves, and to see them grow throughout their 4 years here at UC, that to me is the most rewarding. The times, the championships that we win, that is obviously, we definitely want to do that. But to see them grow as a person, to see them to really buy into what you're trying to teach them and coach them, and to see that grow within our culture of our team, that's kind of what I like to see. That's what's most rewarding to me. And as far as what keeps me up at night, to me, it's the safety of the kids, not knowing, if they go home for a break or whatnot, that's probably what keeps me up at night is the safety, making sure, because I feel like they're all my kids. They're all I feel like my sons and daughters to a certain extent because I spend so much time with them. And that to me is what probably keeps me up at night, is just knowing that they're safe and they're well.
So tell me a little bit about recruiting. You have a big roster.
Yes.
You're bringing in student athletes from all over the country and all over the world. So what are the things that you do to try to be successful at recruiting, and what are the things that seem to really resonate the most when you're talking with a potential student athlete about getting them jazzed about coming here to UC?
Yeah. So what I'm trying to tell them is one, this is a great university which has a great vision for not only student athletes but all students. But you're going to get an opportunity to come here and one, get a great education, and set yourself up for life to be successful for life. But also, too, you're going to come here and be able to we're going to compete for championships, and in most cases, I think win championships. And that's kind of the bar that we set. We set high standards for athletes, and I think that when you set high standards for athletes, they try to reach that. So we try to raise the bar, and I think that selling the area, the opportunities that Charleston has in this state, telling them about all the different internship opportunities that they can get within our city and the different connections that we have, I think that is something that I really try to sell. And I think from what I get from the campuses, is everybody's just so kind and nice here. Mm-hmm. And that's something that to me, like when I come to work every day, like I know that people generally care about me as a person, and I want to resonate that with my athletes too, is that we care about you and want you to have a great experience. And that's what we're trying to give them, is a great experience here.
Great. Well, we appreciate you being that same role model for so many of our student athletes, Coach.
Yeah.
Great to see you.
Thank you, Dr.
Thanks
Ross.
for joining us, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.